define suffering. What does it mean to suffer? We have to come to an agreed upon definition of suffering. And it's difficult because suffering is so subjective. What one person considers suffering, another person may just consider to be a nuisance. We talk about here in North America being persecuted or suffering for our faith, and yet it seems ridiculous that we would talk about that when we have brothers and sisters around the world who are being beaten and persecuted in a real sense, many times martyred for their faith. And so you can see that suffering is subjective. For our purposes, what we're going to do is we're just simply going to define suffering as pain. We're going to define suffering as pain. And so the next question that you have to ask is, does God cause pain? If God is sovereign, which means he has absolute authority and total control, if God is sovereign, then it's a fair question to ask if he's the one who causes pain. If something happens in your life that God doesn't allow, then he's not God. So it has to be understood that God doesn't cause all pain. All the pain and suffering that you have doesn't come by the hand of God, but some of the pain and suffering that you have comes by his hand, but it all comes through his hands. If he's sovereign, then there's nothing that happens in your life that he doesn't either cause or allow. So sometimes God does bring pain into our life. It is his sovereign will and he brings pain into our life. And you say, why would he do that? Because he is trying to develop us, he is trying to grow us, and he is trying to mature us. We don't grow when we're on the mountaintop. Where do we grow? In the valley.
Speaking of Christmas, since Monica and I are starting a new business and have no money, this year maybe we could do Secret Santa, and then we each only buy one gift. And there's the added mystery of, who gets who.
Who gets whom? I don't know why I do that. But it is correct. Okay, are you mad at me because my hair gel smells?
No.
Are you angry with me because I said your handwriting is childlike?
No, that made me feel precious.
Oh, I know. Is it because he's always correcting people's grammar? Whom. Sometimes it's who.
Yeah, sometimes it's... Well, you know what? Girls don't like it when I start talking about science.
That's not specific to girls. This is great. This is great. What else? What else?
They don't like it when you correct their grammar.
And they don't like it when you explain why your jokes are funny.
They don't like it when you keep asking them if they like you.
Man, I'm so lucky I have Monica.
I'm never going to find love again. You know what? It's not important. What's important is that we're having a baby. And it doesn't matter who came on to who.
Whom?
That's right.